One of the major challenges of soul winning today is not on how to get people to join the church, but how to get them to stay in the church. Because of that, the church came up with a program that aims to combine all the energy and resources of the church into an integrated evangelism lifestyle. During the 2013 EIUC Annual Council, an action was made to fully support the IEL program in this union. All the missions and conferences are to follow closely the systematic schedule of IEL in creating care groups involving all church families. Hence, there were no public crusades that are to be conducted throughout the IEL cycle. It was understood that by September of 2013, families who have been nurtured in the care groups and was ready to accept Jesus by baptism will be baptized at the reaping campaigns. This report will highlight the IEL program conducted at the EIUC territory. At the beginning of the year, all the church members were involved in the 10 days of prayer to prepare the hearts of everyone for this year's activities. The culmination of the 10 days of prayer was an all-night prayer, which was an awesome experience for most participants. The union personnel were then divided into 3 groups of IEL trainers to be deployed to the 11 local conferences, missions, and districts. All pastors and elders were required to attend the IEL training sessions. Named Pola Hidup Penginjilan Terpadu, the IEL strategy was then carefully outlined. The cycle and time frame was explained and emphasized thoroughly. The attendees were excited and enthusiastic about this program, which was actually a lifestyle change for everyone. And these training sessions were fully supported by the local fields officers, who took the charge to make sure that everyone understood the importance of taking the IEL in their lifestyle. Throughout the year, we were happy to see reports from the fields that care groups were being formed, with intercessor families and cared families meeting every week, studying the Win Wellness lessons. In line with the Mission to the Cities initiative, our union sent a delegate for the 1 year in Mission Phase 2 training in Manila. 2 more delegates were sent for the International Field School of Urban Evangelism in the month of April. These delegates were trained to explore methods to reach urban people for Christ. Towards the end, Hope Manila was launched with Elder Ted Wilson as the speaker, featuring a health expo for the attending visitors. These activities were then replicated in our union. The OYIM Phase 3 was conducted in Makassar, South Sulawesi, where 11 young men and women were trained to reach the urban people. The training was from February to September. Some of the highlights of the OYIM was cafe evangelism and compassion activities conducted in the city of Makassar. It is our hope that Phase 4 can commence at the beginning of 2015 at the local churches. By that time, we will have youth in urban cities filled with passion to reach city people for Christ. The culmination of the OYIM Phase 3 was at the combined camping activity of Central Sulawesi Conference, Luwu Tanah Toraja District, and Central Sulawesi Mission. The camp used Jesus at the center of it all as its theme. SSD Youth Director, Pastor Joby Yab, was the main speaker for the event, conducting an evangelistic effort during the morning and evening devotionals, putting an emphasis on care group discussions. This resulted in 5 young people baptized on Sabbath, with an elderly woman who have struggled to accept Jesus. That Sabbath was also the graduation of the OYIM Phase 3. Another main program conducted in connection with the Mission to the City program was the Youth Connects at Universitas Advent Indonesia in Bandung. Top leaders from the Youth Department of the General Conference, Elder Gilbert Kanji, Elder Jiwan Moon, and Elder Jonathan Tehel, together with Elder Joby Yabut from SSD, provided many insights to the attendees from all over the division territory. The young men and women participating at the Youth Connects program went home inspired to continue being the young men and women that God expects them to be, men and women full of compassion in serving others. Makassar was the city selected for the Mission to the Cities initiative. A city that is predominantly Muslim, it is the largest city in East Indonesia with a population of more than 1 million. In August 6, Elder Jonathan and Kathleen Kuntaraf arrived to speak at the Hope for Makassar crusade that ended in August 16. The crusade featured a health expo where many people were treated and advised for a healthier lifestyle. Every night, hundreds of people congregated at the Balai Prajurit Hall, and towards the end of the crusade, the overall total number of baptisms were 276 people. Among them were 2 Pentecostal pastors who were immediately trained in the Field School for Urban Evangelism. The Field School for Urban Evangelism was the companion for the Hope for Makassar activity. Doctors Ruel Almosera and Abner Dizon were invited to train the 50 attendees from the local fields on the importance of urban evangelism and learning creative methods of reaching the Muslims. This activity equipped the participants, which consisted of pastors and lay members, with a better understanding of mission to the cities. All of the SSD department directors who came to our territory to conduct seminars also centered their seminars on integrated evangelism lifestyle. And we are very happy to see that the people who have attended these seminars go home much inspired to do the work. In February, an Indonesia Bi-Union Lead Seminar was held in Bali. Top leaders from the General Conference shared many insights on how to become better leaders in the church. A Bi-Union Secretary and Church Clerk Convention was conducted in Bali in September. The Adventist Church Management System was introduced during this convention. It is our hope that we can start implementing this system by next year. Overall, we can say that God has blessed the work in our union. The IEL program is still in its initial phase of integrating itself to the church members' lives. We still need to reevaluate our methods of promoting this program to the field because we have not yet seen a maximum participation from the church members. However, we continue to encourage our frontline workers, the pastors, to revive the members and help them be involved in IEL. We are not discouraged because we are working for the Lord. Thank you, SSD leaders, for your continued support for the East Indonesia Union Conference. Please continue to pray for us as we prepare people for the second coming of Jesus.